Hey everyone, grab your popcorn and get comfy because we're diving headfirst into the dazzling, drama-packed world of Blake Lively's Hollywood love life, a saga so juicy it could steal the spotlight from any blockbuster. From her early days as a starry-eyed actress falling for her co-stars to her swoon-worthy marriage with Ryan Reynolds, Blake's romantic journey is a wild ride of steamy on-set sparks, flirty banter, and enough tabloid gossip to keep you glued to your screen. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss a single second. So stick with me until the very end for the mind-blowing rumors about her latest co-star connection. It's absolutely bananas. Let's jump into the glitz, glamour, and heart-pounding moments of Blake's love story. Imagine it's the early 2000s, and a teenage Blake Lively is stepping into the bright, chaotic world of Hollywood, chasing her dream of becoming a star. She's not yet the iconic Serena van der Woodsen from Gossip Girl, but she's already got a knack for turning on-set chemistry into real-life romance. Her first big love story starts with Kelly Blatz, a fellow actor she met while filming a quirky horror flick called Simon Says in 2004. Sparks flew the moment they locked eyes, like something straight out of a teen rom-com. They were both young, ambitious, and trying to make it in an industry that's as tough as it gets. Before the movie even wrapped, they were a couple, stealing sweet moments between takes and dreaming of their future together. For Blake, this wasn't just a teenage crush. It was a grounding force that helped her stay focused as she took her first steps toward stardom. Back then, Blake and Kelly were far from famous. Their romance unfolded quietly, tucked away from the flashing cameras of paparazzi. They were just two kids in love, cheering each other on through auditions, late-night script reads, and the occasional heartbreak of rejection. But in 2005, everything changed for Blake. She landed her breakout role as Bridget in The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, a movie that struck a chord with audiences and put her on the map. Suddenly, she wasn't just another aspiring actress. She was a rising star. Her face was in teen magazines. Fans started recognizing her on the street, and her career was gaining serious momentum. Fame can change people, but Blake stayed loyal to Kelly. For 3 more years, they held on tight, balancing her growing spotlight with their private, down-to-earth love story. Here's the thing. Blake and Kelly's relationship was so low-key that most fans didn't even know it existed. Compared to the media storms of her later romances, this one was practically invisible. They split in 2007, just as Blake's career was about to explode. Why did they call it quits? Young love can be tricky, especially when one of you is on the verge of superstardom. That same year, Blake scored the role of Serena van der Woodsen in Gossip Girl, the show that would make her a global icon. Kelly, meanwhile, took a different path. He poured his heart into music, fronting a Los Angeles-based band called Capra for 6 years. Later, he swapped the spotlight for a behind-the-scenes role, directing projects and keeping a low profile. Their romance might have faded, but it was a pivotal chapter in Blake's rise to the A-list. Now, let's talk about Gossip Girl, because this is where the drama really kicks into high gear. Blake's role as Serena didn't just catapult her to fame. It set the stage for her next big love story. Enter Penn Badgley, the actor cast as her on-screen love interest, Dan Humphrey. You'd think their chemistry was instant, given how electric they were on screen. But hold up. It was the total opposite at first. When Blake found out Penn was joining the cast, she was not thrilled. In fact, she was so against it that she tried to sabotage him before filming even began. In a 2009 interview, Blake spilled all the tea, admitting she was furious about Penn's casting. She didn't just keep her feelings to herself. She tried to rally the cast against him, spreading negative vibes and hoping they'd freeze him out. Talk about a plot twist worthy of the show itself. But Penn, he was cool as a cucumber. With his laid-back charm and genuine kindness, he won over the cast in no time. Blake's plan crashed and burned spectacularly. Her co-stars didn't just tolerate Penn. They adored him. Faced with the fact that she'd misjudged him, Blake had to eat her words. As they spent long hours on set, Playing a couple whose romance captivated millions, something unexpected happened. The tension between them started to melt away, replaced by a spark that was impossible to ignore. Within a week of filming, Blake was seeing Penn in a whole new light. What started as resentment turned into something undeniable, and their on-screen chemistry began spilling into real life. Gossip Girl fans were absolutely obsessed. Here's where things get messy. Rumors about Blake and Penn dating started swirling in 2007, but Blake shut them down hard. She insisted they were just friends, blaming the media for blowing things out of proportion. She even claimed she never got involved with anyone unless they were officially her boyfriend, making her love life sound simple and straightforward. But by May 2008, the truth came out in a big way. Paparazzi caught Blake and Penn locking lips on a beach in Mexico, and the photos were everywhere. There was no denying it anymore. Blake and Penn were a couple, and their chemistry was off the charts. They leaned into their romance, making their red carpet debut at the 2008 Met Gala. For 2 years, they were the Gossip Girl power couple, juggling their real-life love with their on-screen drama. Fans couldn't get enough, but things weren't always smooth sailing behind the scenes. By October 2010, news broke that they'd broken up. Here's the kicker. They'd actually split much earlier, before the end of Gossip Girl's second season in May 2009. They kept it a secret to avoid awkwardness on set, playing lovers on screen while keeping things strictly professional off-screen. That's some serious dedication to the craft. Penn later shared that Blake's healthy lifestyle helped him steer clear of partying during their relationship, and he was genuinely happy for her when she married Ryan Reynolds in 2012. But not everyone bought the amicable breakup story. Whispers started circulating that Blake might have had her eye on someone else before things ended with Penn. One name kept popping up: Ben Affleck, her co-star in the 2010 crime drama, The Town. They played ex-lovers on screen, but off-screen people wondered if something more was brewing. Blake had a habit of baking treats for her love interests, and word got out that she was bringing homemade goodies to Ben on set. Paparazzi snapped photos of them looking cozy, and Ben couldn't stop raving about her in interviews. Was there a spark? Nothing was ever confirmed, but the speculation was enough to fuel gossip columns. Blake's pattern of falling for her co-stars was starting to look like more than a coincidence. Before anything could develop with Ben, Blake moved on to the ultimate Hollywood heartthrob, Leonardo DiCaprio. Yep, that Leo. In 2011, at just 23, Blake caught the eye of the man known for dating young, beautiful models. Blake was different. She was an actress with a reputation for wanting serious relationships, not just flings. Their paths crossed when she auditioned for The Great Gatsby. She didn't land the role of Daisy Buchanan, but she walked away with something way bigger. Leo's attention. Their romance took off like wildfire. They were spotted on Steven Spielberg's yacht, jet-setting to Venice, Australia, and even hitting up Disneyland. The media went into overdrive, tracking their every move. For a while, Blake and Leo were the couple everyone was talking about. They were all smiles, soaking up the spotlight as Hollywood's hottest new pair, but not every moment was a fairy tale. During their Venice trip, paparazzi caught Blake looking stressed, while Leo seemed distant. Fans started to wonder if trouble was brewing. Despite the glamorous getaways and cozy photos, their romance burned out by the end of 2011. Why? Maybe their lifestyles clashed, or maybe the constant media attention was too much. Whatever the reason, Blake didn't stay single for long. Enter Ryan Reynolds, the man who'd change her life forever. Blake met Ryan on the set of Green Lantern in 2010, but there was a major roadblock. He was married to Scarlett Johansson at the time. They kept things strictly professional, building a friendship instead of acting on any chemistry. But after Ryan's marriage ended and Blake's fling with Leo fizzled, the stars aligned. Ryan later shared that their romance started with double dates, except they were dating other people. Those awkward outings made it crystal clear they were meant for each other. By 2012, Blake and Ryan were married, kicking off a love story that's become Hollywood gold. They've since welcomed 4 kids, proving that sometimes on-set sparks can lead to something truly lasting. But hold up, the drama doesn't end there. Even after settling down with Ryan, rumors about Blake's on-set connections kept swirling. Fast forward to 2023, and Blake was starring in It Ends With Us, alongside Justin Baldoni. Whispers started that their bond was more than just professional. Flirty text messages, Blake memorizing Justin's tea order, it all sounded like classic Blake. Sources claimed she was initially distant with Justin, much like she'd been with Penn years earlier, only to warm up over time. Their chemistry raised eyebrows, and people couldn't help but wonder if history was repeating itself. Nothing was ever confirmed, but the parallels to her past were uncanny. Let's zoom out and look at why Blake's love life is so fascinating. Her pattern of falling for co-stars isn't just a coincidence. It's practically her signature move. From Kelly Blatz to Penn Badgley, Ben Affleck, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ryan Reynolds, and possibly Justin Baldoni, almost every major romance in her life has started on a film or TV set. It's not just about spending long hours together. It's about how Blake connects with people. She's warm, charismatic, and has a knack for making others feel special. Her habit of baking treats or memorizing coffee orders isn't just sweet. It's a way to build bonds that go beyond the script. She's described her love language as flirty and playful, full of spicy banter and bold gestures, and it's clear she brings that energy to her work. Take her dynamic with Penn, for instance. It started with her trying to push him away, only to end up head over heels. That push and pull seems to be a recurring theme. With Justin Baldoni, rumors suggest a similar pattern. Initial coldness, followed by a growing closeness. It's almost like Blake thrives on the challenge of turning a rocky start into something deeper. Or maybe it's the intensity of working with someone creatively, where emotions run high and connections feel amplified. Either way, her history shows a clear trend. When Blake's on set, sparks tend to fly. Some have whispered that Blake's on-set romances helped her climb the A-list ladder, suggesting she used her charm to network her way to the top. But that's too simplistic. Blake's talent speaks for itself. Her breakout role in The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants came before her high-profile romances, and Gossip Girl made her a star because of her screen presence, not her dating life. If anything, her relationships seem like a natural byproduct of her passion for her work. She throws herself into her roles, and that emotional investment sometimes spills over into her personal life. It's not calculated. It's just Blake, being Blake. Still, the rumors about her love life have sometimes overshadowed her accomplishments. When she was dating Leo, the media was more focused on their yacht trips than her acting. Same with the It Ends With Us speculation. Fans were buzzing about her chemistry with Justin rather than the film's message. It's a tough reality. For women in Hollywood, your talent gets you in the door, but your personal life often steals the show. Blake's navigated that challenge with grace, staying focused on her craft while the gossip swirls around her. Then there's Ryan's role in all this. He and Blake have built a seemingly perfect life, with 4 kids and a shared sense of humor that shines through in their playful social media posts. But rumors about Ryan being controlling add a layer of complexity. Some sources claim he keeps a close eye on Blake's friendships and professional relationships. If that's true, the constant whispers about her co-stars couldn't have been easy to handle. Imagine being Ryan, reading headlines about your wife's flirty texts or cozy moments with leading men. Whether there's truth to the controlling rumors or not, Blake and Ryan's marriage has been under a microscope, yet they've stayed strong. Let's dig deeper into why Blake's story resonates so much. She's not just a star. She's a hopeless romantic who believes in love with her whole heart. She said herself that she loves romance, both on-screen and in real life, and her journey reflects that. From her quiet beginnings with Kelly, to her whirlwind fling with Leo and her enduring love with Ryan, Blake's lived a life that's as cinematic as the roles she plays. Her ability to turn on-set chemistry into real-life connections is almost magical, but it's also sparked endless speculation. Is she just drawn to the intensity of movie sets? Or is her flirty, playful vibe a magnet for romance? Maybe it's a bit of both. It ends with us. Rumors are a perfect example of how Blake's story keeps evolving. Whether or not anything happened with Justin Baldoni, the speculation shows that her love life is still a hot topic. It's not just about the gossip, it's about what Blake represents. She's a symbol of Hollywood's glamour and chaos, a woman who's navigated fame, love, and scrutiny with a smile. Her relationships, whether they've lasted years or just a few months, tell a story of someone who's unafraid to follow her heart, even when it leads to headlines. But let's not forget the broader context of Blake's career. Beyond her life, she's built an impressive resume, from The Age of Adeline to A Simple Favor. She's taken on roles that showcase her range, proving she's more than just a romantic lead. Yet, the focus on her relationships often overshadows her professional achievements. It's a reminder of how Hollywood can be harder on women, where personal drama tends to dominate the narrative. Blake's handled it with poise, but it's worth asking, would a male actor's dating history get the same level of scrutiny? Probably not. Another angle to consider is how Blake's relationships reflect the unique dynamics of Hollywood. Movie sets are like their own little worlds, where long hours, intense emotions, and shared goals create a perfect storm for romance. For someone like Blake, who's admitted to being a romantic at heart, it's no surprise that she's fallen for co-stars. The lines between acting and real feelings can blur, especially when you're playing lovers on screen. Add in her natural charm and flirty personality, and it's easy to see why she's left a trail of heartthrobs in her wake. Let's circle back to the It Ends With Us saga, because it's a fascinating chapter in Blake's story. The rumors about her and Justin didn't just come out of nowhere. They were fueled by her history. Fans and tabloids were quick to draw parallels to her past, pointing to her flirty texts and thoughtful gestures as evidence of something more. But there's another side to consider. Maybe Blake's just really good at building rapport with her co-stars. Her playful, warm demeanor could easily be misread as romantic interest, especially in an industry where every interaction is scrutinized. Without concrete proof, it's hard to say what really happened, but the speculation alone shows how Blake's reputation precedes her. Then there's the question of how Ryan fits into all this. Their marriage is one of Hollywood's most beloved, but the rumors about his controlling nature add a layer of intrigue. If he's as protective as some claim, it could explain why Blake's been more guarded about her recent co-star interactions. Or maybe she's simply learned from the media, storms of her past, and wants to keep her family life private. Either way, Blake and Ryan have faced their share of challenges, from gossip to public scrutiny, and they've come out stronger. Their ability to laugh off rumors and focus on their family is a testament to their bond. But let's take a step back and explore why Blake's pattern of on-set romances is so captivating. It's not just that she falls for her co-stars, it's how she does it. There's a certain magic to the way Blake builds connections, whether it's through baking cookies for Ben Affleck or memorizing Justin's tea order. These small, thoughtful gestures show her knack for making people feel seen and appreciated. It's no wonder her co-stars get swept up in her charm. But it also raises questions. Where's the line between friendly and flirty? Blake's playful, bold personality, her self-described love language, can blur that line, especially in the high-stakes world of Hollywood. Another layer to consider is how Blake's relationships have shaped her public image. Early in her career, she was seen as the girl next door with a heart of gold, thanks to roles like Bridget in The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. But as her romances with A-listers like Leo and Ryan made headlines, she became a symbol of Hollywood glamour. Her love life turned her into a tabloid staple, with every new relationship dissected by fans and critics alike. While some see her as a romantic idealist, others view her pattern of co-star romances with skepticism, wondering if it's all part of a savvy career strategy. The truth likely lies somewhere in between. Blake's a talented actress who's also a natural at forging connections, And sometimes those connections turn into something more. Let's also talk about the role of the media in amplifying Blake's story. The paparazzi have played a huge part in shaping the narrative around her love life. From those Mexico Beach photos with Penn to the yacht shots with Leo, the media has been relentless in documenting her every move. It's a double-edged sword. The attention has helped cement her status as a star, but it's also put her personal life under a microscope. Blake's had to navigate that scrutiny while maintaining her authenticity, which is no small feat in an industry that thrives on gossip. Her ability to stay grounded, whether through her family life with Ryan or her commitment to her craft, shows a resilience that's often overlooked. Now, let's dive into the cultural impact of Blake's love life. Her relationships have done more than just fuel tabloids. They've shaped how we talk about romance in Hollywood. Blake's story taps into a universal fascination with celebrity couples, where fans project their own hopes and dreams onto stars, like her and Ryan. Their marriage, in particular, has become a kind of gold standard, with their witty banter and adorable family moments setting a high bar for those chic couple goals. But the rumors about her co-star connections add a layer of complexity, reminding us that even the most picture-perfect relationships exist in a world of speculation and pressure. As we wrap up this epic dive into Blake Lively's Hollywood love life, let's reflect on what makes her so captivating. She's more than a celebrity. She's a romantic, a dreamer, and a force of nature. Her journey through Hollywood's dating scene is like a blockbuster movie, full of twists, turns, and larger-than-life characters. From her first love with Kelly to her blockbuster romance with Ryan, Blake's kept us hooked for decades. And those "it ends with us" rumors, they're proof that her story is far from over. Whether she's baking treats for a co-star or sending playful texts, Blake Lively knows how to keep the world talking. Thanks for joining me on this wild, heart-pounding ride. If you loved diving into Blake's romantic roller coaster, smash that like button and subscribe for more juicy celebrity stories. Drop a comment below. Who's your favorite Blake Lively co-star couple, and do you think she's still a hopeless romantic? Share this video with your friends, and let's keep the conversation going. See you in the next one.